Panic Props here, making another video for you. Today we're working on some bloody battery powered candles. Really simple, hit the Dollar Tree up. You can get these awesome candlesticks there. They are battery powered, they have a little rubber cap on the end which you'll want. The end screws off here. They take two AAA batteries and they will light and flicker for 250 hours, or up to 250 hours depending on how new your batteries are. So $1 each. And then we also have these candle holders, also $1 each. They will work perfectly. Has a nice little flat area around here for adding detail. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint these with matte black, and it will adhere to the glass. And then we are going to go ahead and take this rubber end off and put it inside here, because if you try to put the candle in as it is, it'll tip over and fall out. But if you take the rubber end off, stick it down inside of there, it goes in perfectly, goes in very well, and then the candle will sit right on top and it will stay in place. So kind of put it in the crooked, but there you go, stays in place, works out well, and you can easily pull it out, unscrew that, change your batteries, pop it right on, right back in there, and it'll stay again. So this will stay in the entire time, won't have an issue. You could actually glue it in there if you want, but I'm not going to. It doesn't need to be glued in. And for our first steps, we're going to go ahead and paint these black with the matte black spray paint. You can use gloss, you can use whatever color you want. Going with black for the Halloween, the feel of the Halloween, the black for the room I'm using it in. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some painter's tape and tape the actual bulb on the top, because I want to get any wax on that. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a heat gun or a hair dryer, or even lighting a candle. Use a red candle, and we're going to drip it onto the top of this candle here, the candlestick, and allow the wax to run down. So it's going to look like red blood coming down it. And then we're going to take the tape off the top and place it into our candle holder. So a couple of other things, you can add some detail around here. I bought some red ribbon I'm going to use around here. It's got an elastic band, so it'll glue on really easy. You could paint it, whatever your decor wants. But yeah, we'll get to that. I will show you my design. You could always copy that or come up with your own, but we'll get to the next step. Painting these black, working on the wax, and detail. See you in a little bit. Okay, we are back now. As you can see, I have my candlesticks painted black. I have already adhered the fabric I bought for around it. It's got a little lace on there. Yours doesn't have to, but this one has an elastic band. And one of the tips is to not actually stretch that band if you use elastic. Just adhere the back, adhere a piece of it to your candlestick, let it dry completely. I did use like a crazy glue on here. Dried fairly quickly. And then I just brought the ribbon all the way around and I just adhered the other spot right alongside the first one, and that's pretty much all you have to adhere. It does darken the ribbon a little bit with the crazy glue, and the way I decided on where to attach that is that I took my candlestick and I did a full view all the way around it, and sometimes you'll have paint runs or you'll have places you missed with some paint, and that's the side you're going to want to use for the back, because nobody's going to see the back. And so that's what you do. Just go around, find your worst area on your project, and then just use that area to adhere, because it will darken the ribbon, and there's nothing you can do about that. It will be dark from the glue, so just from it soaking through. But that's how you get these done. They are both finished up. Same ribbon, same flat black or matte black I used, and they turn out really well. With these candles here, I did take painter's tape and tape the very top that actually lights up. We don't want to get any wax on that, so I did cover that completely, made sure it was covered, and they're ready to be have the wax dripped on them for the blood stripes or streaks. So I do have a bleeding candle here. You can watch a previous video on how we made those. Otherwise, you could just use a standard red candle, or a crayon even would work with a lighter. Preferably one of these longer ones. That way you can you don't have to get any wax on your fingers and stuff. So these will then pull the rubber bottom off, place it inside of here. You don't actually have to glue it, but you could glue it if you wanted to. But you can just push it down inside of here, and it will go pretty deep in there. And then when you're ready, and you have these all covered in wax, or even before, you just place it down the side of that rubber piece, and it holds it right in there for you. So it would be all ready to go. It does, you'd have to just angle it straight. I can't see it right now. I'd have to adjust it as I need. But you could actually drip your red wax onto it into your candlestick. Just drip it from the top here. It will run on the paint, or you could, try to avoid the paint, but try to hit the very top section here around that light. That way it looks like it's coming out of there and coming down. And it will, as far as you want the wax to go, depends on how much heat you give to it, how long you let it, build a pool of wax to pour. And then you're just going to want to drip it down and just let it run down. Depends on how much you want to use for what effect you're looking for. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of red. I just do a few streaks, and then you're pretty much done. Just put in your couple of AAAs, as these ones take, and plug it on in and put it on the shelf or table for your display. So I will show you the next result after I put the wax on. This candle's not quite done pooling up yet, so but again, just wanted to show you the candle here, the bleeding candle, and it's going to be the same result with these, except for these are LED bulbs and you don't have to light them. Just replace the batteries after your haunt or your scene, whatever you're doing with these. I do recommend taking the batteries out, that way they don't corrode inside of there, and you'll have fresh batteries in case you put them in a cold storage or something. You can put your batteries away and they'll keep them charged, or use them for other purposes and just buy new ones when you need them in these again. So this will be your bleeding candles, and I will show you the end result in a moment here. Okay, so now we're back. We have our completed flickering LED bleeding candlesticks in the candle holder. So this completes this project. It completes both the candlestick holder project as well as the bleeding candlestick project. So you don't necessarily have to make your candles bleed. I do like the effect. It looks pretty nice. It works out for my site that I'm using these various objects in. So works out really well. Really easy project to create, and perfect do-it-yourself. Really cheap project. $1 for the candlestick holder, $1 for the candlesticks. These do come out in Christmas time. I don't believe I've seen them during Halloween, but Dollar Tree carries these Christmas time. Good time to get them. Good time to get some projects done before the whole season starts up again. You can get a bunch of projects done. Check out our channel and get a bunch of ideas. Great place to get resources. So here's the effect of it. It does flicker. The wax, I did have the tape up here, so the wax did not get on here. And then pretty much just crushed the tape. The wax came off of it. I just pulled it right off the top. So it does have that bleeding effect. Works out really well, and has a really nice look all the way down the candlestick. So pops right into the plastic or the rubber bottom, and make sure it's straight, and find your best facing side, and you are done. Stays in place, works real well, looks good, and it'll look really good in a dimly lit room, a fully lit room like this, or even a pitch black room, little flickering candle. You won't see the blood effect or whatever, but you will see the candle flicker and a little bit of detail of the blood and the pooling. So works out great. Good project. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, like our video, subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. We've got all kinds of stuff coming for you to check out, and share it away. Share it away with everybody that might be interested in nice, quick, easy project, cheap project. This one's like $4 plus the red candle I already had from previous projects and stuff. This ribbon I picked up a couple of bucks, so $6 total. I have extra paint, I have extra ribbon, and these batteries can be used in anything. So there you go, quick, easy blood candle, and we'll see you soon. This is Panic Props. Hope you liked it. See you soon.